Welcome everybody. Getting started here. Figure we'll probably got most people in already, but we'll take a look. You can see my list. Oh, it reminds me. I gotta go grab it. Alright, let's run down the list here and see who we got. We got hey Walker, hey Dale in the short live vertical. We do have the horizontal one also. If you want to go over there, that's you're more than welcome to. We also have in the horizontal, we have VMC, New Marshall in Town, William E. Let's see, Jim Thompson from the Outer Banks, B.H. Ringer, got his box tonight, KJ in Ohio, and let's see, Riley Hunt's Coins, what's up? Michael Erickson, I think I've got everybody. So I've got my list here, you can see, and I do have my can, so we're gonna put that into the name drawing or something. Walker says, I'm going to hunt a box for you Saturday if they are circulated for Paw's channel. Awesome. Paw did my 3 boxes, started them on Saturday, and then Hudson wasn't feeling well, so they ended the stream. And Pa emailed me later, and he was going to give me a mulligan because it was just a 40 out of those, and he ended up saying not a mulligan. Ended up with, I think it was a 90 and 5 40s, so wasn't a bad couple boxes there. Hey, Walker is now in the horizontal. Awesome. Most of the people end up going to the horizontal, but I have it set up for both. So we are guessing drinks. You put down what drink you think I'm having tonight, and if you're correct, we will get your name into giveaway. Let's see. So far, it looks like, hey Diana, in vertical. I do have the horizontal also, so if you want to go to horizontal, you're welcome to. I do have both open. We're guessing which drink I'm going to have tonight and see who is right, and if so, we'll get that on the name wheel for drawing. So extra names and that get on throughout the night. So far, it looks like we have VMC saying Sprite, Michael Erickson, Dr. Pepper Cream Soda, New Marshall, Pepsi Zero, what else we got? Riley Hunt's Coins, Dr. Pepper Cream Soda, for sure. B.H. Ringer's got Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Hey, Miguel Gamer, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have both horizontal and vertical, so whichever is best for you. Some people like the horizontal better, some people like vertical, so I do both. Yep, these are ones that I have cold in my fridge right now, and I've already got one out, so it's not opened yet. But we are guessing to see if anybody gets their name put onto the wheel. We are opening a box of nickels for B.H. Ringer tonight. It's a No Frills. Diana says Fanta Orange Zero. Welcome CZ, Coin Hunts. You're going to guess Sprite Zero. I don't know if I've seen it yet. I'm just going to run through them again and just make sure I didn't miss one. Oh, KJ says Dr. Pepper Coconut. All right. Well, looks like we have one winner. Dr. Pepper Creamy Coconut Zero Sugar. So that is definitely the winner for tonight. Let me throw KJ's name on the list. Hello, Fervid's Finds, Chris Helms. Awesome. We love supporting each other. BA Trainer's going to be getting a box of nickels tonight. And right now there's that postal strike up in Canada, so I won't be able to send anything out until that's basically resolved, it sounds like. So we have that. For another name on the list, we're going to guess the oldest nickel that we're going to find. It was last week. I guess it was last week. I'm all mixed up on the days. We found a 1919. I guess it's Thursday, isn't it? Monday? Today's Monday. I think it was last. Anyway, we found a 1919 for New Marshall in town. And thank you for subscribing, Fervid's Finds. Appreciate it. Be back shortly. Alrighty. Hi, Dale. Nottingham, as BH I believe would say. I do have both set up in vertical and horizontal, so we're guessing the oldest nickel in the box. The other night we had two winners that pegged it exactly on. 1937 was it wasn't the one with 1919, obviously. So far we got Mike Larkson with 1925. Anybody else gonna guess? Anybody? Diana McMahon? Is it McMahon or McMahon? Could be a couple different ways. 1954. My name is always mispronounced, so I figure I will probably mispronounce many people's. CZ is showing 1939. Fervid's is 41. New Marshall is 1936. Riley, we're guessing what the oldest nickel will be in the box, and whoever gets the closest will get their names on the name wheel. VMC 1944, KJ in Ohio, it's got 1940, William E. 1938, McMahon. Okay. I figured it was probably McMahon, but like I said, you never know nowadays. Let's see, where am I? Chris Helms, 1942. Dale Nottingham. Is 1947. BH is 1937. Riley's 1940. Welcome, John Chum. It looks like the stream bot or chat bot is working tonight. Cloud bot, I mean. Make sure we put this down. John Chum had 1932. Welcome, Miguel Perez. We're guessing what the oldest nickel will be in the box, so if you want to throw a year in there, you can get your name on a prize wheel for whoever gets the closest at the end of the night. One night we had 2 people peg it exactly at 1937. The other night we found a 1919 for a new marshal in town. If you don't have points, please tag me so I can notice it, and I will add points to you. I do see Chris Helms and CZ not having any, so let me get those thrown in there. And if I haven't got your name on the list, let me know, tag me, and make sure that we get it on there. I want to give everybody a fair chance here. If you don't have points, I'm adding it to everybody that doesn't have them, so give me just a second if you haven't got them yet. Alright. Was there any other? Jim Thompson, 1939. I can't spell tonight. Any others? Miguel's 1940. All right. So we got that. If you want to plug your channel, you can just put !me. It will put your link up. And so people can tap on that and go to your page and sign up. And I am looking at both chats on, I have one set up on one screen, one on the other, and so I do get to see everything. Looks like, hey, B. Waller. He did not have that great of a race on Saturday, unfortunately. But some of his metal pours are awesome. So if you like to do race car driving, metal melting and poured into Orbeez, that sort of thing, he's got a great channel. Like I said, you can hit !me. We'll throw up your link, channel link, so people can go there and give you a subscribe. I've gotten quite a few from BH and off Coach's channel last night. I am guessing the oldest nickel in the box, so if you want to throw your name in, B. Waller, get your name on the prize wheel. Awesome. Yeah, it was one of those, I got all those 1-star notes and put something in my safe and found a whole pile of them. Guess that's what happens when you get a lot of stuff that you don't pay attention to. All right. So think that is probably good for now. If I missed you, like I said, please holler. Just a little bit, so I'll be open. Cue ball 1940. Do have games that you can play. I have heist, gamble, slots, like expedition or something like that. If you don't have any points, please tag me, and I can add some to you. So we are opening a box of nickels for BA Trainer. Hopefully we'll have lots of good stuff. And hopefully we'll find some extra. Ooh, there's a nice old looking ugly one. See if that's anything. No. Sometimes on those you hope for like a war nickel or something, and I've never had a war nickel ender. So hopefully your box, and again, that was my drink, Dr. Pepper Creamy Coconut Zero. I've just got to find where I put my knife. Oh, it's over there. I was opening some halves the other night, and I had stuff out on this one, so I was on my other one. Alright, again, I appreciate you guys coming, supporting me. If you guys like to have good auction opportunities next week, or no, on Saturday, I guess it is, at Pause Spare Time, the same as the mat right here. It's PA''S Spare Time. He's having some Jim Thompson. I basically don't drink any sugared ones. Not a fan of Diet Coke. I do like Coke Zero, but I'm more of a Pepsi guy. But yeah, if you want to get some good auctions, a lot of them are starting at melt, or some of them are even below. He's got some that are just small things, lots of Morgans and pieces. Got a complete ASE collection, so awesome. So he has got good deals. I picked up a set of Morgan $half last year, all but 7 in the book. A little chunk of change, but definitely worth it. Now they've like doubled in price. So check out Pause Spare Time. He is doing a fundraiser for AFSP, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. He lost his son 4 years ago, and I am supporting that. So if you donate on his channel $500 or more, some of us are throwing in extra perks. One of them is a free box penny or nickel hunt from me, along with a coin pack. So I'm just going to start pulling out the oldest one I see and then replace them as we come along, so we can remember to do that. Again, if you don't have points, please tag me, holler or whatever, and get my attention, and I will add some to you. We're starting a little earlier because BA Trainer is in 3 time zones ahead. So if it's 8:30 here or 6:30 here, it would be 9:30 there. And if it goes a few hours, it would be quite late. I've only found a handful of 2024s, like 4 or 5, so not even a handful. The other night I think we found 5 2009s for New Marshall. Appreciate the early start. Got to go catch a bit of the hunt. Nice. It's one of those that I was thinking 6:30, but it seems like most of the time I'm going to be getting home fine and be able to get some things done, you know, grab a bite to eat or whatever earlier. So I'll probably maybe change them to 6 o'clock instead of 6:30. VMC hit a 3 money bags on the slots. Nice. There you go. Forgot to switch screens on that one, so I was like, why is there the same thing? Well, it's because I forgot to switch it back. Hopefully you guys can see and everything. I have no idea what that says. Tell me if you can make that out. Maybe we'll have to play around with that. 1960 is now the oldest that I have found. Wow. How do you like that one? Regular back. He's turning into a ghost on the front. I can never sleep, so I'm always tired. 1964, we'll check for the D's at the end instead of switching back and forth 1,000 times. No, it was worn down. There was the only one that couldn't see is looks like some kind of goop, but it's not an old one, but we'll just double check it later. It's got some kind of residue on it. I told my bank I was wanting to get extra nickel boxes, so I put an order in and they have a new sheet that they use, and I said, oh, is it because of me? They're like, I was like, yes. So I told him I'll take a ton of them, but if you could at least put me down, see if you can get like 5, that would be great. That would last me a couple weeks if I do 2 a week. Plus I know there's one that has donated that I owe a box hunt to, and I'm not going to do a box hunt for myself. Oh. Well, there's your first find of the night, the 2009. Willing E, I basically, well, I hunt all kinds of stuff. I do recap videos, like with my kids and stuff. For the streams, I am focusing on pennies and nickels. It's one of those that you can do a $10 no frills, where it's anything in the box you find that you get. Any 2009s, 24s, any DDOs, anything from the 30s, 40s, 50s, Buffaloes, V's. I do have packs with guaranteed coins. Those are $25 a box. And the pennies, you get a 2-cent piece, an Indian head, a Wheatie from 09 to 19, 2 from the 20s, 2 from the 30s, 1 BU. And the nickels, you get a V nickel, 2 Buffalo nickels dated, a regular war nickel, and an almost uncirculated war nickel. So those are the different packs you can get. We do have our new oldest. I think someone had it exact. KJ, Miguel, and B. Waller have all so far tied for the oldest. It's a 1940. No mint mark. So you guys all have your names so far, unless there's one that's older. There's a few that guessed older than 40, so you never know. Picked up a few different rounds. I already had a few, and I picked up a few more. Some of them are duplicates, but there's a 1946. So another one from the 40s. Let's see, 46 is actually, could be a D over inverted D. So we'll check that one later. I use my knife to open it, and that's either dirty or war. I'm assuming it's a dirty. Yep, 81. Usually I can tell, but I like to double check them just to make sure. $1953 on that one, and it's a Denver. So we could have a D over inverted D on that one also. There are some games that you can play. You can duel, you can go on adventure, you can gamble, you can do slots. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but just a little thing that you can pass some time if you aren't chatting continuously. The only thing is it does make it hard to see, so if there's a question, like I said, please tag me, because it pops up in orange on my computer, and then that way I can see. So Gregory G, you put exclamation slots, no space, and then you put the amount of points you want to wager. You can do all, but it only lets you go up to like 10,000 or something. You can do exclamation. Let me see if I thought there was one that I could. Guess not. I'll have to see if I can put one up. Streamlabs doesn't start with any points, but let me go in and I can add some to you. It gives points on like time viewed and stuff like that, but I go in and I add 2 million to everybody that comes along. So I've got a couple in here that don't. Alright, those should all have now points. You can do exclamation points and it will tell you how many you have. You can see, like Riley put exclamation slots and then a space and then the amount. On this one he put all. So you'll be able to do some of those. I do have those. So watch the other ones in the stream and they'll be able to do it. There's quite a few channels. I know Walker Magnet, he was here. I don't know if he is left yet or back. But he streams. You should check out his channel. He has those on his. And just like B. Waller, Blaine put exclamation me. You give your channel link. Just don't post it every like 2 minutes. You know, give it a little bit so it doesn't spam the chat. And you can do that throughout the night. It's completely fine. Like I said, if you're looking at good auctions, some of them starting below melt, all kinds of goodies, giveaways, things like that. Pause Spare Time is doing an AFSP, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Any money raised, not the, just the profits, but everything. So some of it are coming out of his collection. I've donated a couple packs of coins. He's got a complete ASE from, what is it, 86 until 23 or something he has set up. So lots and lots of good deals. Tons of Morgans and Peace dollars will be for sale. If you go to his channel, he put a link for all of his auction wins. Or auction items, I mean. And I can, let me do this. I'm going to grab his link for that. Just a second, I apologize. So that is pinned, so you can check that out later if you'd like. I've been on Pa's channel for way back when he was very, very small, like less than 500. I was on it and somehow it I was going to say disemboweled. Whatever it is. I was going to say dismembered. I don't know where my mind's going. It basically kicked me out of the channel as a subscriber. So I went back in and because I was like, I haven't seen this guy. And that's when I went back in and found him. So I was there, I think, when he was less than 100 at one point. But like I said, he started, or he was at 500. He's got over 100,000 now. He hunts with his grandsons. Evening, Captain Vic. Hunting a box of nickels for B.H. Ringer. Hopefully we'll find a lot of good stuff. The other night when we did one, it was roll 3. We hit a 1919 Buffalo. So far, we haven't had that tonight. B.H. Ringer did a no frills option, so it's just whatever finds are in the box. But I do have other options, so if you want guaranteed coins, stuff that's a little bit harder to get, like a 2-cent coin, not many people have one, an almost uncirculated war nickel. Most of them are in horrible condition or very worn. So a few things like that. V nickels, buffalo nickels that are dated. So always on the lookout for new things. If I get off camera or anything, just holler at me. Sometimes I tend to kind of scoot over as I do it. DH gave me a list of ones that are needed. One of them is a 1960. This one is a Denver, so unfortunately it's not the one you need. But if I come across any 81D or the 1960 or anything, of course you'll get all of them from the 50s and back. But I will be on the lookout for those. I did forget about looking for 81s. I can't remember if I've come across any, but I will start looking for those. We're on roll 8. Oh, got a miscellaneous find. What do you think? Penny, probably American. It's a 1981 penny. There you go. Congratulations. I lost 4 cents. Actually, 5 because I'm sending these out, but if it was a regular box, you lose 4 cents. What's funny is I had a dime box once. I had a roll with an extra, or one of the dimes was a penny, and then another box where one of the rolls had a penny box, I should say, had a dime instead of a penny, so those canceled each other out. I was going to say that takes care of your 1981, but that's a penny, not a nickel. So I know I have a bunch that BH is looking for, but he's just looking to fill them out of box hunts, except for the war nickels. I do have some that we need to get together on and see what we want to do on that. Hopefully it's the right ones. Quite a few newer nickels in this box. Hey, Shellbill. She is another one that is on Pa's channel. A lot of them people in here are on his also. Probably need to go in and add a few mods. I don't have many like spammers and things yet, just because I'm still smaller. But I expect as I get bigger, those will happen. There's a 1949 for you, Philly. So I guess if you think you'll be in here and you want to be, just shoot me an email so I can go in later and I can add you. Let me see if I can remember how to do it. Hey, there you go. Hey, Downing Days. And the box for BA trainer, so far the oldest is a 1940. Unless I've seen most of you many times, so I trust you if you want to be a mod. If you're brand new and I haven't really seen you, then maybe a little later. Yeah, I went to my other screen and added it. So you are blue. That's my drink tonight. Creamy coconut. It only comes out in the summer, supposedly. On the board so far with 1940. Oh, you are also on there. I didn't see you. Thank you. So it looks like 4 of you can get an extra name. There's another 2009. Still worth money. They're a low mintage. So what was it, 35 million or something? I've only been doing live streaming for about a month now. Second week of nickel and penny hunts. Hopefully we'll find lots of good goodies. I need to set up some of those commands, and like Pod has. I think you can go in and add it as a mod. You can go in and add a direct command like that. That's how I got my exclamation DHC in Pod's channel. There's an old one, but I don't know. Yep, I was expecting that. What year do you think it is? Is it one that BA trainer needs? I think it's a 45D, a 43D. There's a 42 PD and S. I'm not sure if it's all 5 of those, but we're going to flip it and see. 1943. So a 43 Philly. It's not the one on your list, but hey, there you go. That I think it melt value today was at 265 or something like that. US. So pretty good find there. It's one of those I take silver anytime, especially if it's old silver. Like I said, I'm pulling out like 64Ds and stuff so we can look at them later. I did a box for Copper Island. I had a whole stack or a whole pile of copper ones to go through, looking for DDOs and wides and narrow AMs and all that. And I had to do it the next day. There was no way I was doing it that night. Unfortunately, didn't find anything for me. I'm not the best at finding those on Pennies. Sometimes it's just, to me, I just cannot see it. But I do try to find them. The other night, I think we possibly found a D over D on a nickel. Is that a war cucumber or war pickle? War pickle, I think. First, I'm like, war cucumber. Number one, why would you want a cucumber? I am not fond of cucumbers, tomatoes, like big hunks or slices, like in a salad or on a sandwich. And avocado is not my favorite. So I think my worst salad would be a tomato sandwich with avocado and cucumber. Although I'm kind of weird, I do like things that some people think are absolutely horrible. For example, cow tongue, very yummy. I've had menudo, I've had tripas and all that. And they're edible. They're not my favorite, but I don't dislike them. I'm not going to order it. One thing I do not like is cow brain. Cow brain tacos are, to me, like soggy fish, and that is not enjoyable to me. And even pickles I'm not the fondest of. Once in a while I'll have some, but they have to be crisp, and they have to be not slimy, whippy things. And those big, huge ones, those big honkers that you get at like game stadiums and stuff. Oh, ugh, I hate those ones. Thank you, BH. I'm telling you, if you guys like auctions, you will not be disappointed. You can get some very good deals on Paw's channel. Sometimes it gets a little competitive, but a lot of times. Hello, Cammy King. Hope you're doing good tonight. Searching a box of nickels for BH Ringer. Good old Canadian. If you're in here, New Marshall, yes, I can get you in on Thursday. Right now I have that opening. No one has gotten it yet, so you are welcome to take it. I do have that package still for you, so we'll just add to it and keep on adding and keep on adding. So ooh, Michael Erickson beat DH Ringer. Alright, just going to write that down so I don't forget. But we got New Marshall. Thursday. Okay, I'll look for that. I will get you put on that slot. I'm thinking of starting at 6. 6:30 is kind of like I'm just kind of sitting around a few minutes going, I could have started a few minutes ago, but I think maybe even 5:30, I don't know. 5:30 is a little bit hard, but I'm thinking probably 6. So you never know what you're going to find in some of these boxes. Awesome BH. I don't know if you added that one or if I actually had that set up or not. I went in and did a few, but I know you can go in and direct add that. I don't know how, I've never done it, but I know that it can be done. I need to probably get some of those set up that way. So if you were on Pa's channel on Saturday, he emailed me and yeah, there you go. Sweet. You're much more of a pro than I am. And like I said, if you want to be a mod or anything, let me know. Bingo Hall. Come close to an 81. I was an 85, but I have not found any 81s yet. To check for the one you need. Usually my boxes are a little better than this. So far we've had two 2009s, a 40, one from, or two from the 50s, and a Warnickel. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me this evening. Come way further along than I was expecting. The end of last year, I was expecting to be at maybe 100, and I was at almost 5. And then I figured I'd be maybe at 1,000 for this year, and in July I had a few that just kind of went crazy. 3 different shorts together, I think I had like 40,000 views between them, and I gained about 3,000 subs in basically a matter of a month. And I had told myself if I had got to 1,000, I would start looking at getting set up, you know, computer and stuff. I had a laptop, but it was old, and it worked great for when I did my MBA, but you know, 1 point something gig processor and 4 gigs of RAM, and just it wouldn't handle it. So I finally came across a good deal and got this one. And then it was like, I can't, you know, keep putting it off. I hit it, and that's what I said I wanted. So just set little goals, and once you achieve them, do what you want. It's fun getting to know people from other channels, and then you see them in other channels, and kind of everybody kind of supports everybody, even if it's just a sub and you never watch because you don't have time or don't want to, and that sort of thing. It's still throwing a sub out is nice. We've got a 1947, and the mint mark is an S. So I think the 47S is a little bit lower mintage, like 70 million or something. I can't remember for sure, but compared to hundreds of millions. And I don't know why I added my self points. So I should go in and this one kind of feels weird. It feels like there might be an empty spot there, like a penny again or something. Nope. No empty spot, but just kind of weird feeling. Those that are in vertical, I do have the horizontal version also. I know a lot of people like to watch this kind in horizontal, but I throw both of them up for whichever, and vertically you get a lot of people just kind of passing through. The horizontal is the one where I get more time watched per viewer. So both ways kind of have goods and bads. Not bads, but drawbacks, I should say. I did ask the bank to order me more nickels. I've got, I think, 7 boxes left. If I take out my 2025s, it leaves me, I think, 7 in stock. So I still have enough to go for a while. We got new marshals set up for next Thursday. Probably start at 6 again. Well, it's got some kind of rust or something all over it. Looks like it says 1941. Quite icky on the back. First I thought that was a mint mark, but it's just a gabagoo. So whatever it is, it looks like a 41 to me, so I'm just going to say that's what it is. Yeah, I think 6 probably works better, just so I'm not just waiting around doing nothing. Because I get off, usually I leave it about 5. I don't really have like a set time. Usually it's like I go in about 8 to 5. But some days I go in early and stay till regular, and then I'll leave a little early on a Friday or something. But yeah, usually I figure I'll leave at 5, and I live a whole 4 blocks from work, so it doesn't take me long to get here. It's like when I'm on call and I get called in, and they call me, and like 10 minutes later I'm there, after I get dressed or put my shoes on or whatever. And like, man, you got here fast. It's like, well, I live 4 blocks away. Oh yeah. 24 likes. See if we can get another one, and we'll do a $25 like giveaway maybe. I don't know if it'll be in both channels, but hey, VMC in vertical now, unless you're bouncing back and forth. It'd be nice if the thing does it in both channels, but I cannot guarantee it. So I will say, if it does, great. If not, then hopefully the horizontal is the one that does it. The other night it was the CloudBot wasn't working in horizontal, but you could do the commands and stuff in the vertical. So I tried the giveaway and it did the same thing, so that's when the name of wheels came out. I need to do more nice. One thing on top of another. awesome. Just reading the chat, so not ignoring you guys. Just reading the dad jokes. It's great. Dad jokes are great. It's a little bit older one. Let's see if it's a good older year. Nope, 64. Kind of expected that. Didn't look old enough to be an old one. We're on roll 22. It's not quite halfway through the box. Plus, if I start at 6, I'm less likely to run into... Alright, so we got 27 likes. If that is correct, then let's do a 25 like giveaway. Like I said, hopefully it'll work for both, but if not, hopefully it'll work in the one, and if not, we'll go from there. And it looks like Streamlabs is only doing it in... No, there we go, it's both. Exclamation GAW will get you in. Don't know if it'll let you enter in both, but I doubt it. And if it does, it shouldn't. So far I've got BH, Chris Helms, Cap Vic, New Marshall, KJ, Jim Thompson, Riley, Michael, Shebel, VMC. So right now you got a 10% chance of winning. You got 2 minutes to enter. Probably won't need 2 minutes, but keep unwrapping a little bit. Exclamation GAW. As normal, you have to be 18 or older unless you have parental permission. You can be 13 or older. Do comply with any local laws, federal laws, things like that, with compliance. So, no money to enter. It is a free entry. Just for being here and being awesome. I've got a copper round. Oh, we got another one in. William E., thank you. You guys are getting more people in. Your chances drop, but it makes it more fun, though. Hey, Alexander. Just doing a giveaway here. 18 or older, 13 or older with parental permission. Must have a U.S. mailing address unless we've worked it out in advance or already have something coming to you. So here's that dirty one. On this one, we're going to play a guessing game. Got 15 seconds. But on this, go ahead and start entering what year you think this coin will be. It's brown. Don't know if it shows up well, but there you go. So enter what you think it is. It left at 1 second, so we're going to resume entries. Give you 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Close that, and then I'll go back through the chat and look at the thing. Let me switch my monitor here. Going to pick a winner. Congratulations, Shellbell. Email me, dadhuntscoins@gmail.com, and we will get you a giveaway. Switch back. So these are the ones that I got a couple more in. So I'll just kind of show them through you as we go along. I got a Donald Trump. I got a Trump-Pence 2020. Planes, Tanks, Safety in Numbers. A Don't Tread on Me. A We the People, and I'll show you the backs of these two. A Bald Eagle with stars. A United States of America. And a Las Vegas. So the backs of those. The back of these. That's why I put them in holders, number one, so I can handle them. There's that one. We the People has the Second Amendment on the back. You like the Vegas. Okay. I'll just show the rest just in case the back pops out that you like. An eagle on that one. Planes and Tanks has a fist popping through a shield. Trump-Pence. These I did not pick out. It was just a grab bag. They sent whatever they sent. So you want the Vegas. That came as one of them, and I thought that was kind of cool. Oops. So we got Shellbell. Again, just make sure you email me, dadhuntscoins@gmail.com. Now, let's go back through and see what the oldest... Whoa! Well, I don't even have to finishing opening it. It just popped out at me. Cool. I'm going to go back to vertical. Give me just a second here. So this one is, and it's whoever gets the closest gets their name on a wheel for another giveaway later on, if it'll focus. Sometimes it doesn't like to. There we go. Did anybody get a 61? That was the ugly coin in 1961. So let's see who was the closest. And we'll go back through both of them. Me, KJ was 40, 37, 41. I got Michael Erickson, 64. Oh, Miguel Perez is at 63. So far, you're the closest. It can be above or below, so if it was like 59, it would be closer to it than 63. And the other one have a 54, 64, and a 53. So, what was it? Miguel Perez, is that correct? I think it was. Yes. I'm going to add your name to the wheel. Let's see if B. Waller's in here. We could steal from him and do what he does. Maybe we will. Anyway. I can't believe it. 25 like. I was not expecting that to happen for probably at least another month. So thank you very much. Do it. Do it. Okay. Let's come across a good one here. Hey, JC likes Pam. We are in both vertical and horizontal, so whichever you prefer. We just did a 25 like giveaway. Shellbell won. As Paul would say, moderator extraordinaire. Alright, we'll do a couple of these. So these are the backs. You're going to guess what year you think it is. And then we'll flip it over. And your name will go on the wheel. This is what B. Waller does. It's kind of fun. Sometimes you nail it exactly. Mark Lester over in the vertical with us 82. Got a 62, a 79, a 64, 65. New Marshall in town, it says it's a 2. You might want to put a different one in. 60, okay. I'm like, I don't know what year that would be. T minus 0. Anybody else? I will give you a hint. It is a 2000. 2000. Who had the closest? It was kind of one that, B. Waller's got a 91. Anybody else come closer? Don't think so. If I am, holler at me. You put 2000? Oh, I thought it was a 60. Let me just double check. Where am I? Because if it's a 00, then I've got a 60 for you, a 60. Hello, Sophie. Okay. And we'll have more of these, I think, so as we go along. Sometimes you get one that looks oh, I forgot, that reminds me. BH. On the name wheel, whoever's box it is gets an extra entry also. Am I the channel owner? It is my channel. I am Dad Hunts Coins. Years ago, people knew me as Adam, but I changed it when I started posting recap videos. So, welcome. So we'll go through and find some that will, oh, there we go. There's another one from the 50s for you, BH. Does not like to focus sometimes, but it's a 54. I come across one that just is kind of weird looking. Sometimes those are the funnest ones to guess. If you provide content for others, do an exclamation me. It will throw your link up so others can go and subscribe. That's how I've come across other channels before. It's like, oh, they've got a channel, cool. And I start watching. I don't even remember how I came across a few of them, like BH, I think just happened to be going along and there was some kind of race car thing going on in a vertical live or something, and can't remember for sure, but got hooked on that. He does in-car live stream for his races when he does those. Does metal pouring and coin searching and stuff like that. Yeah, I was sitting there, I was watching you, and then next thing I know, I glanced up and then back down to my phone, and you were in the grass. I was like, I literally took my eyes off you for 12 seconds, not even 12 seconds. It was like I looked up, looked at something, and then looked back down, and by that time, I don't know what happened. I'm assuming you hit the wall. But someone at the end, it looked like you were showing a bumper that might have hit. All right, let's do this one. Got a little bit of a kind of a brownish tint to it. It's not super brown or anything, but put your guesses in, and you can get your name on the wheel more than once. Got an 89, a 46, 68, 79. Yeah, I saw the tires and stuff were completely jacked on that, and I was like, yeah, there's no way you can continue on that. After I saw, it was crazy, like literally seconds, and so I missed it. But yeah, it was crazy. Anybody else getting any guesses in? Mark Lester over in the vertical at 62. Got an 89, a 46, 68, 79, 66. 59, 84, 54, 73, 91, 92, and 62, 64. And if someone already guesses it, you're welcome to use the same number. And so more than one person can win. So we'll flip it. So if you're getting your number in before I get to the date, got a 19, 62. Anybody get it spot on? Let's see. Mark Lester exactly spot on. William E. exactly spot on. Wow. 2 nails right on the nose. So we got William E. and Mark Lester. Very nice. Congratulations. 64 would have been a good guess. That's what I was kind of thinking, but yeah, I kind of like it. It's kind of one of those that you think, oh, this has got to be a whatever, and then it's completely not. Like, sometimes you'll have people, everybody's guessing in the, 60s and 70s, and it's like a 2008 or something. It's like, what the crap? See, there's a 2008, exactly. So, 2 people. Nice. And all these, the names that I'm putting on the wheel that win these challenges, guessing games, skills test, will be for a copper round at the end of the night, and then we'll do a regular giveaway for people that are in the channel. Hopefully you're here when we do the wheel of names. If someone wins their name on the wheel and for some reason they leave or something like that, as long as you email me within the week, I will go ahead and do that, but preferably have you here. Copper rounds I can send out in an envelope. So I'm just being safe and doing it with a square one with a card type stock in it. And I'm going to tape it to it, mark it non-machinable, and just stick 2 stamps on it. And it will cover the extra postage, because that would be over an ounce. So far none have come back. No one's contacted me and said, hey, it never arrived, or it did arrive, so it's probably still in the mail. Mail here takes forever. Box has not been super hot. It's had some good pulls out of it, but it's not like some of my boxes where I get 40 and 50s. You get 10 or so of each, and sometimes it's just a hit and miss. I've had multiple wars in the same box, and I've had boxes with nothing. I think my worst box ever had like 4 finds, but that is completely not normal. Can't remember all the stuff I put on the slots, but I know I put chili peppers as one of them. Oh, the alien. I forgot about the alien. I was just scrolling through them and came across an alien one. I was like, ooh, I'll throw that on there. I didn't want the dolphins and I left the sparkly hearts, but alright, let's do this one. Looks to be maybe a little bit older. if it will focus. I don't know why it does that sometimes. There, it's a lot better. Mark Lester, 64. New Marshall, 58. I have no idea what year it is, but that's what this guessing game is for. $55, $76, $67, $74, $53, $61. Trying to get at different angles here. 2005. 68. Welcome, Copper Owl. $81. Anybody else? Give you a few more seconds and I'll flip it over. Does not want to focus. There we go. 1970. So who had the closest? We got 76. Nope. Got 67. Miguel, you're 3 off. So far you're the closest. Nope. Copper Owl's got 68. He's 2 off. So Copper Owl is getting his name on the wheel of names. Unless I missed someone's exactly. In a box for BH. So far, about the only big thing we found is a war nickel. I know the last time I looked, your package, Copper Owl, was still in the mail system. If you've come in and you don't have points, you saw someone with 0 points, so let me go in and add some. Give me just a moment. Ah, I want that. There we go. Next one had 100. Let's see, anybody else missing points? I'm going to give a little more to you. There we go. All right. Everybody should have more points if you didn't. We have had a couple winners on slots tonight. I can't remember who it was, but they had 3 money bags. That was kind of I think the first time I've seen an actual winner on that. Oh, yes, I forgot that you could. Thank you. I've just been adding 2 million to everybody that has come in. So basically I'm starting everybody out at 2 million points. So yeah, VMC, BH will give you 2 million. Oh, it's kind of an icky one, but it's a 1940. Excuse me. Out of Philly. Are you able to add mods, BH, or is that just me? Because like I said, if someone wants to be one that's in here, obviously more than just one time every month or something. Hey, Chris Helms. Well, I would have played the game with that one if it had a date on it. It's obviously a newer one, but someone has ground that down. You can see the grind marks. Yeah, I didn't think so. If someone wants to be mod down the road, we might do some auctions and stuff, so mods help out on that. But if you do, let me know. Tag me, and I'll get you added. Okay. Let me get to the right spot to do it. There we go. So test out your new power there, VMC. Hey, Crafty, welcome. Remember I sent you something, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was copper round. Don't know if that's arrived yet. I doubt it. My mail system takes forever to get here or send it. At the hospital, I had some people asking about a payment, and it's like, well, I got the invoice on the 19th. It went out on the 22nd, you know, on Monday, and it's like literally been 4 days. Come on. So hopefully those arrive good. Come and try to find a new, or not new, but a good nickel to gas. Be able to get some extra names on the wheel. It'll be for a copper round at the end of the night. And pulling out like the 64 Ds to check D over D. Yeah, I was looking at some of the different package options and stuff, and it didn't even give me USPS. It said the only thing that's going through to Canada is UPS, and it was going to cost like 20 bucks or something. And I'm like, I'll just wait till USPS is able to take it again. Hopefully it's not too long. But yeah, it won't even let you send it if you try to send it through the regular postal system. It says because of the strike, you can't take it. So I'm assuming like UPS is for, you know, packages instead of regular mail. So that's probably why they're allowed to still do it. It used to be we would have our mail go up to Salt Lake for sorting, and it's further away, so they changed it to Vegas, because even though Salt Lake's in the same state, Vegas is actually almost 2 hours closer. Vegas takes about 3.5 hours to get here, to get there from here. Salt Lake is about 5.5, and it doesn't speed anything up. So it's like, I had sent a package to B. Waller, and it just kind of disappeared. It was sitting there stuck. It said in transit, no updates, nothing. And then all of a sudden, the next morning, it just kind of popped in and said, delivered to the P.O. Box. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay. And then I sent a package to Pa for his AFSP. That's the pinned link. Sent one to him. And it did the same thing. It was on the same day. Went to Vegas, and then it said in transit. And then on the 18th, it finally updated 3 days later, and it said in transit. And on the 22nd, or 21st, which had by that time been an entire week, I filed a missing claim, or missing mail. And magically, an hour and a half later, it was delivered. I don't know why. Because as soon as it was delivered, all of the checks and everything, the places that it had went through, popped in as being, hey, we got it, we're sending it out type thing. But it literally took a week of sitting doing absolutely nothing. 33 likes now is awesome. One of those I doubt we'll get 50, but hey, you never know. Hey, Canadian Roll Hunter, welcome. Doing a box for BA Tringer. Okay, here's a kind of a little bit more. I was going to get this one, but there's not able to see a date on it. There's a couple of them I'm going to try to clean off and just see what the date is, but we're going to guess the date on this one. Throw in the date you think it is. I haven't looked, but I'm not guessing super old. Probably maybe 72, my guess. I don't know. Mark Lester's got 70. You got 74, 72, 86, 77, 92, 82, 2001, 75, and 87. And you can use the same date as somebody else. It's whatever you think it is. If there's more than one winner, more than one name goes on the wheel. Anybody else want to get in? Got a couple more people there. All right. See you for vids. Of course, I got close and it went blurry. Don't know why it's doing it. It is a 1969. Anybody get 69 exact? We got Mark Lester at 70. So, anybody closer? Show at 72. He's a year 3 off. All right. Well, it looks like Mark Lester gets his name on again. Yeah, on B-Waller's channel, I'm sometimes either exact on or really close, or it's like, what the crap was I thinking? It's like, how am I that far off? So I've added your name on again. I think you've had 2 of them. One exact on and one a year off. I think I'll do something with these 2. I'll probably go in and clean them off, run them under some water or something. I mean, can't see, and it's not worth anything if you can't see anything on it. Well, you don't have to guess. It's a 61 that's all chewed up. About that time again. Yep. I wish I could, Jim Thompson. One of the visiting docs that was in the ER told me a couple to check out that I guess are newer. And the way he was trying to describe it, I was like, so what you're saying is these kind, like the Ambient and that, is basically your car's going 100 miles an hour and all it does is put it into neutral. So your engine's still running super fast, but your car's not going anywhere. So you basically, that's how it goes to sleep. It's because you're not driving anywhere. And I said, and this new one is more like putting it into neutral and downshifting. So it slows the engine down. And he's like, yeah, I guess that would be a way of looking at it. Awesome. Thank you, BH, for that link. So he looked up a couple of the names and why they're different and was explaining it, and so I wrote those down, and I'm going to look and see what I can find out on them and maybe see about switching me to that. Because I can literally, it doesn't matter if it's the generic brands, but it's Ambient or Lunesta, any of those. I don't have the problem of like sleepwalking or driving machinery or whatever some of them have that are warnings. That doesn't happen to me. But my problem is I can take one at 7:30 on an empty stomach, and 10 o'clock I'm still wide awake. I've tried reading, I've tried watching TV, I've tried just, going through coins, doing all kinds of stuff, and I don't know what it is. It just, my mind is always running. One thing I have found is if I'm laying there, because I've tried laying there in the dark, if I can get my mind to think of, no, that wouldn't be good. They drug test when you get hired, and they don't usually drug test, but it's in the policy they can at any time. But one thing I have found that has helped, which is another reason why I'm kind of weird. There you go. is basically do calculations in my head. Yeah, I can't remember which generic ones or the brand names are, but generic. And there we go. There's a guessing game for you. But I'll do calculations in my head, like for example, when the lottery was what, 1 billion something, and so I was like, okay, here it is. This is what the lump sum would be. They are going to take 24% automatically out for taxes. We would have to buy it in Arizona because Utah doesn't sell them, so we'd have to take the 5% for Arizona, and then that leaves X dollars they would give you. But the government's going to come back and take 13% more at the end of the year because they want 37% of the winnings. They only withhold 24%. So I would take that extra 13% and put that into investments, and if I can make a small return, like 10%, then it would give me X dollars that would be able to pay towards that. But then I'd have to pay capital gains on that amount, and that's what I basically do, is go through all those calculations in my head and figure out. That actually kind of slows my brain down enough. I don't know why. All right, any more guesses? 64, 72, 67, 73, 4, 62, 57, 76, 78, 72. And Mark Lester had 63. I am going to guess, I have not looked at the date or anything. It's probably like a 70s, but I'm going to say 59. Hey, Coin Quester. If you want to jump in and guess the thing, we can put your name on the wheel if you get the closest. Guessing what year this nickel is going to be. So I'm going to flip it. $54. Oh, it's tied for the second oldest, or tied for the first oldest, I mean. It's a 1940. So everybody was way off. Oh, Riley, 42. Nice, you were the closest, it looks like. I don't see anybody closer than 42. So there's another one for your 40s. Congratulations. Just checking one thing out here. There we go. All right, congrats, Riley. That was older than I expected. Like I said, I was expecting 50s something. I can't remember what I said, but I was not expecting the 40s. Yeah, and it sounds weird because I love math, and I've always been in like a numbers guy. Like I, can't do stuff like in my head, bam, like that, like some genius. But oh, there's a 2009 for you. That's the third one of the night. I do pull those out since those are one of them that's a lower mintage. Everybody pulls those, and 2024's out. I have only found a handful of not even a handful, just a couple 2024s ever. I don't know if I just have old boxes or what. The weird thing with me, New Marshall, is I can't remember what they exactly call it, but it's like it's where you dream and you know that you're dreaming. You can't control the dream, but you know, like in your mind, like I will say to myself, this is a cool dream, or oh my hell, this dream sucks. Lucid dreaming, I think is what it's called. And I've always been that way. Like I will, in my mind, know this is a good dream, or this dream's stupid, or what the heck was I doing? So I'm one of those that people sometimes go, oh, that you can't. And it's like there's like 10% of the population or something that is able, that does lucid dreaming. And for those that do, then funny. But yeah, it's like 10% of the population is lucid dreamer, and I've always been that way because like I said, I can't control my dreams. I can't control what happens, but it's like I'm able to tell myself this is cool or this is stupid or whatever. People that are in the unit next door, I live in a townhouse, I call them apartments, but probably half of them are turned into Airbnbs. I'm on the very end unit, so there's no one on the one side of me, and the other one is rarely rented out. They must have lowered the prices. Like for 5 years it was rarely rented out. Like in the winter you'd go a month without having anybody. Even in the summer you might have someone for 1 or 2 nights and that was it. But the people moving in tonight, I can hear them clear out here or in my thing. Yeah, I've always thought it'd be kind of cool to be able to control the dream, but yeah, I don't control them. But yeah. So we'll see what else this box brings. Oh, I thought that said a 1943, but it was like, that's not a 43, it's a 93. Do I talk in my sleep? Like, sleep talking? No. Yeah, I've kind of thought about that too. It's like, how could I do this and get away with it? And if someone, so Crafty, you had a 1981, or not Crafty, sorry, BH Ring, you had a 1981 Denver that you needed. You can mark that off your list. I'll send that to you. That's a find to finish your book 2, or yeah, your book 2, I think it was. So boom, there is one for your book. I'm glad I could at least fill one spot. I don't know about the other ones, but we'll check some of those other ones and see what they are. Okay, here's an oldie. throw your years in. Mark Lester got 54, got a 55, a 46. A 57, 42, 63, 44, 64, 64, 57. Just from the wear on it, it looks better on camera than it does. It's about the same, I guess, on camera, comparing them. I'm going to guess a 52. Same as Chris Helms. Alright, let's find out. Still got a second or two before I finish. We know it's a 19 something. $19.48. So, anybody have 48 exact? Let's see, you got 46 from Miguel. Oh, Shellbell's got 47. Shellbell, you get another, or you get your name. Have you had your name or no? No, you won the actual 25 like. So Shellbell, you've got your name on the wheel o' names. Congratulations. I was close. What did I say? 47, I think it was. Oh, no, I said 52 because it was the same as Chris Helms. So I was close, but not close. So B. Waller does that. That's where I kind of thought about doing it, and since he was there and said, do it, do it. Don't have as many 64s to go through tonight as the other night, but the other night, I believe we found a D over D. So this one's probably a lot newer. Throw guesses in. $15 away from a 50 like giveaway, which I doubt will happen, but hey, you never know. Got 94, 77, 64, 70. And then this. I put a little period in the vertical chat so I remember which one was the last one. My goodness, those people are loud. All right. I'm thinking it's an 84. Oh, William E. has an 84, so let's see. Anybody else getting in? Excuse me. 1970. Wow, okay. Mark Lester exactly on. He's had 2 spot on tonight. Mark Lester. You have another name on the wheel. Stop, stop, stop. What are we stopping for? Haven't asked why I don't have memberships, and I'm not at that level to do it. Here's another 2009 for you. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, the horizontal chat's not so hard to keep track of. It's the vertical that it's just poor old lonely Mark over there, and so it's only the numbers that Mark's guessing. That makes sense now. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a 70 on that one. So you get these dark ones like that, but it's just rusty edge. This will be a fun one. I did look at the date. What do you think? Throw your guesses in. We got 73, 78, 94, 95, 51, 47, 92, 86, 62, 39, 46, 2012, 41. Anybody else needing a guess in there or about to turn it over? And it's so hard to tell, but it is a 1992. Did anybody get it exactly on? No, we got a 94. Oh, Showbell's got a 92. Man, you're on fire tonight. It should be a showdown between you and Mark. Showbell's got another name on the wheel. Man. Rigged! That one I saw the date and I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a good one. Yeah. Just throw the coins around. Yeah, for me sometimes it's like that's slightly off center, but not enough to be a value. Does it have to be like 10% or more or something like that? As I say, I haven't seen Gatita in here. She's usually got her name on B. Waller's about a dozen times. So Shellbell could win the Wheel of Names and the other giveaway. So you could be winning 3 copper rounds tonight. I don't want to give away just copper rounds, but I don't know what else I can got out and what else I really have. So she's going to get the clean sweep, huh? I know that she wins giveaways on pause too. So have I. So we'll be guessing that one. I'll put it on my hand in just a second because I'm just going to finish these ones in my hand since there's only a handful left. So it's got like a wood grain type look to it. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 rolls left, so I'm guessing less than half an hour. Mark Lester with 54, 90, 60, 53, 64, 41, 56, 57, 64, 65, 97, and at 52. Anybody else? $19.63. Michael Erickson was 64. Miguel 64. I think it was those two that looks like they have won. Congratulations, you two. Probably won't guess too many more. I don't want to go too late. I will be streaming on Thursday. Like I said, I'm probably going to do 6 o'clock. Yeah, 1 off isn't bad. I've won on B Wallers, you know, when we guess. I've been off like 1, 2, 3, and still be the winner, and it's like awesome. That's one thing. If I start too late, then everybody back east ends up having to go to bed because they don't want to stay up until, you know, 11 or something. I know BH Ringer is 3 hours ahead of me, so it's what, 11:15 there. Well, tonight is your night of 1940s. There is another 1940. I can't remember, it was soon after I had found him that I had won. It was like, dude, this is cool. And then I won, I think it was for members stream. So I ended up winning a Benji for that one, and then 7 different grams of silver on the other one. He'll do stuff like where, you know, he'll say, you know, if we get $20 in super chats, we'll ratchet up the giveaway or whatever. I can't do that. I mean, I guess people could send money, but there wouldn't be super chats or anything. So I kind of like that. If stream's going way good, then throws in better stuff. It's only 8 o'clock here. It feels like right now it feels... Okay, Mark. Rule number 2 that you've had this happen. It's a 2023 penny. It's yours. Don't know what's up with that, but I've never had 2 pennies in one box of nickels before. I've had pennies like in, oh, that's a nice, not like, you know, super great condition or anything, but it's not as bad as I did not think it was going to be in 1948. '48 has got key dates on the S. So let's see if we've got a semi-key date, if it's a 1948S. Well, I'm going to go to the scope because I'm pretty sure '48S. I do have some flips out here, I think, still. I'm going to flip that up just because it's a semi-key and it's pretty good condition. You know, it's not all beat up like some of those are. '48S has 11.3 million. Coin roll hunting on 9/29/25 on DHC. I accidentally bought these flips. I was looking at different ones, and I ended up adding in my cart by accident, and I accidentally added 2 packs, and these are flimsy crap. I hate them, but I'm not gonna throw them out. So there you go. Not bad. Semi-key date. One, we found a 1919 Buffalo. This one we found a semi-key. So my boxes can't be that bad. Hey, Love and Life. In the vertical, we do have the horizontal also. Up to you which one you prefer. We just found a 1948S semi-key date. Don't know if you were here yet for that. Hunting a box for BH Ringer. Tonight we've also found a war nickel. So it can't be too bad if you find a war nickel and a semi-key date, especially in that pretty decent condition. And that's another one for your list, BH. I saw that you don't have that in your book. I don't know if you want to put it in there, but it is one of them that is on the list that you were looking for. So you got a couple good finds to fill your book. It's a good thing. This is the no frills option, so no guaranteed coins, no coin pack or anything. Any of the finds is what you keep. So I do have both versions. Nickels are more popular, so I'm hoping I can get more. I went in and ordered some more because I'm down to 7 boxes and I don't want to run out because they only get every 2 weeks they get shipments. So we'll find out. It's one of those things that if we do, then at least I've still got some pennies for now. Three rolls left. Then we'll look at some of these 64Ds and stuff for varieties. Go through the finds. Tonight we're just doing the nickel box, no frills, just what you find. Not doing a penny tonight. I'm just doing one box each night just because I still have work and I don't want to be, even though I don't sleep, I'd like to at least try to attempt to. But it's one of those that if someone gets a box, it's their choice of what they want. Thursday, I have New Marshall has chosen a box of nickels, I believe. Well, there's 2 finds back to back. This one is a 1942. I doubt it's a war nickel because it's not super silver looking edge. And it's not. Just a regular 42, Denver. And the other one, oh, look at that. We've already found a 48S. Do you think we'll find another 48S? Nope. Just regular. I see what you mean. If like no one has like bought a box or anything, the first night I started doing it, I didn't have anybody had bought one, so I did a penny box that night. So, because I know nickels are going to be a little more popular. Pennies do take me a little longer, and a lot of them I have to go through like the next day to, like for all the DDO candidates and wide AMs and close AMs and all that. Yeah, I'll let you know. New Marshall, so far no one has sent anything to do a box, so for right now you are still in that running. In 1946, you are racking up 40s tonight. Ordered them at just hours before the strike. So I don't know if you know, but is it one of those things that if it was already in the mail, are they still delivering that? Or is it just stuck wherever it is currently at until they figure it out? I would think they would probably just shut it down and it would be sitting in some truck or whatever, wherever they're at, but I don't know. That would be my thinking anyway. Thanks, Love and Life. Found that 48 semi-key date. A war nickel. So a few good things. A lot of the 40s. Found some to fill spots in the book for BH. So not too bad. That 1948 semi-key date was, like I said, I had to flip it up because it was just way too nice. You had to work as an elevator operator, but had to quit because of all the ups and downs. Well, no 2024s. We're going to go through these candidates here, and then we'll do one last guessing game. All right, so this was the 19, well, let's do the, these are all the 64 Ds, so we'll be looking for D over D. And just to make it a little better, that's because the marks on these are smaller. Oh. There we go. If your name is on the wheel and you are not here, I will let you email me if you win, so you'll have to go back and watch it if you leave. So far nothing, but you never know. The other night we found one that looked pretty good, like a DOD, but like I said, I'm not the expert at them, so a lot of times I might be like, see, like on that, to me it looks like just like some damaged. If you think otherwise, let me know. You guys might be better at seeing these than me. Alright, let's see what ones we have here that might have it. So we got yeah, that's the thing, is I have to pull up like Variety Vista and Wechsler's and PCGS and stuff and compare them. And so 46, there could be a DDR, or yeah, DDR. So I always, even though sometimes it's like one certain spot to look at, usually you can see it on the Monticello. I like to just kind of look at everything. 48 does not have the S, so we're not going to search that. Yeah, if it's like the one last night, like, you know, I didn't compare it, but it's like this could possibly be one, I send it. So we have a 1942, it's a Denver, so D over horizontal D, it's kind of dirty, but I'm not seeing anything that would look even close to being a horizontal. $1940P doesn't have anything. 48. Philly does not have anything. A 1940 S. I don't see an S over S, but well, we've had a semi-key date, 1948S, in pretty good condition in my opinion. We had a war nickel, 1940 regular, that's nothing. See, this one is the somewhere in here. That's the 41. I doubt we'll find anything on it, but well, it's got a D. But there's no way I can tell if it's a D over D, but it doesn't matter because you're still getting it. Another 1940, just a Philly. And a 47, just that. So you've got 4 40s, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 10 from the 40s. 2 48s, a 46, a 47, 40s, 41s, and 42s. Not bad. Let's see what else we have here. That's the 50s. Oh, there's another one. There's a 1946. Missed that one. So you got 11, I think. It's a Denver. So D over inverted D. I don't see it. Let's see what these other ones are. That's 50s. That's a 43. That's the war nickel. So that's obviously. There are D's and D over D's and stuff on other ones, but this one is a 1949, and I did not check if it was an S. A 49S is also a key date, or a semi-key date. So let's see if you got a 49S also. Nope. So it's not the semi-key date. Oh well. So that was another. These are from the 50s. You got 53 and a 54. So 53 if it's a Denver. You got a D over inverted D. I don't see it, plus it's damaged. And if 54, there's D's and S's. And this one is a D. I don't see a D over D, or 54 has an S over D, so I don't see either of those. Okay, let's go back to this one. I do have my cheat sheet shows like the mintages for keys and semi-keys and that sort of thing. So your box only had 2 from the 50s, and including the war nickel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 from the 40s, which is the 48S semi key date, the war nickel, and then all these other ones. I need to mark down the Henning ones, but usually if it's in the 30s and 40s, you know, I'm pulling them out anyway. We did get that 1981 Denver that you needed, so I'm throwing that one in there also. You got 4 2009s, not greatest condition, but still, they're 2009s. And your lucky 2 cents, since they wanted to replace those. All right. So I've got 2 ugly ones here. I'm going to go in and try to clean them off a little bit, you know, run them under some water and see what years. This one looks a little older, but the top has got completely gunked on. And this one is a newer one, but do a guessing game on these. The one that looks older and the one that is looks a little newer. You can see it's a newer Jefferson face. So throw your 2 guesses next to each other, a hyphen between or whatever, on what you think those 2 dates are. The oldest one listed first, what you think this one is, what I call older, and then the one that's newer. So throw your 2 dates, and I'm going to go clean these. Alright, let's see what we got. 63 and 11, 4603, 6203, 6720, 6510, 4682, 64 and 04, 7515, 5807, 71 and 16, and 6416. So I don't think this one I can find anything on. I even scrubbed it with I just cannot get any of that off. Let's raise it up. Sometimes it's so that one, that's the newer one. I have no idea. The older one, I was able to finally scrape it off. It's a 64. So let's see who got 64s. Mark Lester. 64. John Chum. Anybody else 64? I think it was just those two. John Chum and Mark Lester. Okay. Let me get fines on 9/29. And we'll probably need 2 of these, but we'll see. Alright, there's all those. And I know you wanted to get with me about war nickels. So for the first giveaway, still got the copper rounds. Let's bring that down a little easier so you can kind of see them. See if I can adjust the light any better for those. And Mark, if you win, I will show them to you on the vertical also. So it's kind of hard to see on everything, but we've got, this is for the one throughout the night. Any of these that I've got. We're going to shuffle it a bunch of times and then click spin. Oh, yes. Dang it. No, I've already did the 40 ones, yeah. KJ, you're another winner. Go out of there. And these are the ones that I've been sent, like just a grab bag. So I have Donald Trump with the seal on the back. Trump Pence 2020. Planes and tanks, safety in numbers. Don't tread, okay. So that's the don't tread with the eagle on the back. So we got that, we got shell bells. Got new Marshall for Thursday. So now we're going to do the regular giveaway. Not a problem. I know I have your address and everything. If you want to send another email just to confirm and remind me of which thing you chose. Enter GAW. I think it I don't know if it's working in the vertical anymore, but I didn't see it pop up in the vertical mark, so if you're over there, if you want to jump over into the horizontal, you can at least get in on that. We'll see if it works on there, because it didn't say that it was starting a giveaway. I'll give you a couple minutes if you want to jump into the horizontal mark, because it doesn't look like it's working on the vertical now. Not sure why, because it did earlier. We got a Gene Hunsinger. Haven't seen you in there tonight. Maybe you're just lurking. Crafty Dragon, John Chum, KJ, Shellbell, New Marshall, VMC, BH Ringer, Coin Quester. Anybody else getting in? Should be. Oh, there it is. I still had to go down. Michael Erickson, Riley Hunts Coins, and William E. is also in there. I was going to say it's exclamation, not a number one. Got Miguel in there now. Hey, Timmy! If you jump into my horizontal, for some reason the giveaway quit working in the vertical. So if you jump over into my horizontal one, you can get entered for a copper round drawing. Same with Mark. Let me open that back up, since there was a little snafu with the other one. Mark Lester got in with the GAW after I reopened. Good job. So yeah, if you go to horizontal one, for some reason it was working earlier, but now it's only this one. So if you go to my channel and click on the horizontal one instead, and you get in there, I'll give you a minute to do that, because for some reason the giveaway is not working in the horizontal or the vertical. Like I said, I kind of stole it from BH or B Waller, and he said go for it, so I kind of stole it. Or I should say borrowed it, but what do they say? Copying or whatever is the form of flattery, whatever it is. Okay, so Timmy got in, so I'm going to close that now. I don't see anybody else. We got 15 entries. Yeah. Okay, let's go over to that one. Yeah, like that. Going to pick a winner. Miguel. Hey. Make sure you send me an email at dadhuntscoins@gmail.com. Congratulations. Yep, definitely. Get back on here and I'll show you these again. I've got the eagle head. Whoa. And if you want to change it later or something, email me. That's the back. You got the eagle coin looking one. And that's just that. You got We the People, Second Amendment. Planes and Tanks, and Safety in Numbers, with a shield and a fist poking through, Protect the Future. The three I can't seem to get rid of, Trump 2020, and Pence, or just Trump. And these three are ones that were in the grab bag, and I honestly wouldn't have chosen them. You said We the People. And I do get more in, but I just haven't got all of them in yet. So you want this one here, Miguel, you said, correct? Second Amendment, a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, that there shall not be infringed. Okay. Awesome. It was one of those that it was like, I didn't want to really give it away because I have a safe full of guns right next to me, but okay, there you go. So I got 3 of you. Good job. Hopefully I get my other ones in before next stream. I got your finds. BH, like I said, will email, and I do have those other war nickels that you were looking at needing, that you were interested in changing in that. So let me know what idea or whatever you have. All this will go in a small bubble mailer, so I can go up to, I think it's 8 ounces, and it'll be like $11. So if you want to add extra, that's fine. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for everyone else that came. My son will probably call in just a minute. I appreciate you guys coming. We had, what was it, 35 likes or something like that? Which is way more than I thought we would get. Looks like 38 now. 39. So I was not expecting a 25 giveaway, let alone close to a 50. So we will be streaming next Thursday, 6 p.m. for New Marshall. Probably a nickel box, I'm assuming, but get with me. If you haven't already, let me know and sent that. But yeah, been fun. I appreciate it, and I am glad I have people wanting to watch me. So again, if you want to throw exclamation me If you haven't subscribed to someone, they can click on your link and subscribe to their channel. I'm sure most people have subbed back and forth, and whenever I see someone, I always sub. But yeah. Thank you for subscribing, Gene Hunsinger. Every sub helps. Even if it's one of those that you never end up watching anything, subs still work. So right now I'm just working on the hours, and this helps out a ton. So if my son calls, I'll hurry and log off, but we'll chat for a minute if you want. Yeah, I know we marked some of those off for BH that had on his list to fill a book. And it looks like that 81D will finish your other book. So that's a good one. I've got 3 giveaways to send out. I got Miguel, Shelbell, and KJ in Ohio. Those should be able to go out in a envelope, like a card. So far, none of them have come back. Awesome. If you guys ever have any questions or you want to, ask, availability or anything like that, I do have lots of stock for coin packs. In fact, just right here, that's all my coins for my coin packs. So I have got plenty. And I will use this for another night, since I've written them down each time and I keep doing that. I'll just keep one good one. All right. Well, thanks again. Have a nice night. I appreciate you guys coming. And we will do this again on Thursday, 6 p.m. Take care. Oh yes, thank you, BH. Got winners, beverage of the night, KJ, 25 like Shellbell, wheel of guesses, KJ. And end of stream, Miguel. So that extra guesses on KJ ended up maybe winning him that extra. Well, I guess that was just the regular giveaway, not the wheel one, but anything. Now, I'm not sure who else is on right now. I know Monday nights are kind of slower, it seems. It used to be Baseman that would do it on Mondays. And I don't know who. If anybody is, throw your link up there to your channel. And B. Waller's on? Okay. So check out B. Waller if he's on. I didn't get a notification pop up on my thing, so maybe it's because I was streaming. But yeah, if you want to watch metal pours and stuff like that, he's a great channel. I've been glad I found him. So anyway, there you go. And we will be out. Good night.